Akwa Ibom, you will not suffer again. That boy will bring Atiku here, where they call himself governor. Tell him enough is enough. Tell him enough is enough. He live in my backyard in Lagos. If not be because we be one, I will drive him home.
Well, Udom Emmanuel, in a swift response on Tuesday while addressing newly appointed state officials, said that Tinubu should focus on what he intends to do if elected president, rather than launch personal attacks on individuals, and that political campaigns should be addressing issues affecting the country and not attacks on individuals. Let's take a listen before we come back for a discussion.
When you leave what you can do for people, I'll be talking about other people, it means you don't have anything to offer people. And you know, like today, if I wanted to answer Asiwaju, I mean, he wouldn't carry the kind of insult that would have insulted him. I've given you international stadium. I've given all the respect. You are coming. He said that boy that brought Atiku here and called himself a governor. What an insult. In a whole state. And then our people were there clapping, other governors were there. What an insult. If you don't have anything to tell people, then you come and go. I also go to other states. If you watch our campaign, my principal had never spoken about any governor. My principal had never spoken about Asiwaju openly before. I don't want to answer him, but I will answer him one day. And he should forget, when Asiwaju came back from Nadeko, the first point he launched out to become a politician today was on my table in my office. I can tell you the exact amount that was given unto him. And today, the first person, coming to my state, I've given you all the cooperation, the stadium that I maintain, the airport you are landing. I'm the one maintaining the airport, not the federal government. I've never gotten the support from federal government by 1 naira before. I've applied for a free trade zone because of the MRO. Up to today, the federal government has not answered me. So I gave you everything. The apron you are packing, I'm the one that doing that. And Akwa Ibom people are just there watching him. I mean, come on, he's insulting 7.9 million people. I don't think there is any Akwa Ibom person that can get into Lagos. He's not even from Lagos. That can get to wherever he's coming from and then be insulting them, and then that Akwa Ibom person would have left that day.
I don't know what he means, but I don't have time.
People, they belittle them, they talk down on them and say, oh, look at that one, that small boy. No, nobody's a small boy. Governor Udom Emmanuel is a man. He's achieved a lot for himself. Not too many people become governor. But let us extrapolate the things he said. Dr. Abati, I second that motion of I would truly like to know how much even was exchanged and whose money was it? Was it Governor Emmanuel donating to the Tinubu 1999 aspiration? Where did that money come from? Was it personal money? People need to be able to make clarification on things like this because Nigerians deserve to know. We can't have a country where money exchange hands. Now, they themselves are now talking about this money and we can't ask questions. We should be able to ask questions. Secondly, this idea of somebody lives in my backyard, please, for the upton time, let us stop this idea of somebody lives in my backyard. Nobody owns Lagos. Nobody made Lagos. Everybody can lay claim to Lagos. Lagos was a British crown colony from the late 1800s. And there'd been major developments in Lagos. Lagos had electricity as at the 1920s, even before most European cities. There's been a massive level of development in Lagos. Absolutely. And I've been doing something on my pages on social media, the history of Lagos, because a lot of people need to know that this Lagos you are seeing had emerged long ago. We had ordinances about Lagos where streets of the Lagos Island were mapped out. The reclamation of the land that is Ikoyi today was done in the 1920s. We had waterworks in Lagos, pipe-borne water, as at the 1920s, 1930s. This Victoria Island beach was set aside to be an area for recreation for British colonial officers as at the late 1800s, the 1890s. We had a currency union in Lagos. So please, let us stop this talk about Lagos and my backyard and anybody. No, I think we need to stop that conversation. And you know why I'm saying it? For the sake of the children that are just coming up that were not taught history.
Okay. All right. Well said.
And please, let us campaign cleanly and stop abusing people. This has to stop. Okay. But we need to get to the nitty-gritty of that money that exchange hands.
That's fine. We'll take another story. The internal wranglings within the All Progressives Congress